am Pauline the mermaid in Mouse and Mermaid, and today I am coming at you from the Murphy kitchen. A little bit different setting today because I'm doing a little bit different of a video. I am collaborating with some of my YouTube friends for a Friendsgiving around the world. So everyone in the Friendsgiving selected a country. It could be part of their heritage, or maybe they live or have lived in this country, and from there they submitted a recipe. I actually submitted 2 recipes for the country Italy. My father is Italian and Phil's mother is Italian, so it just seemed like the perfect fit. And then my submission was given to another channel, and I got a different channel's recipe, and everyone's gonna cook up this recipe, try it, and upload a video. So I am gonna put a link down below to all of the channels who are participating in this Friendsgiving, and you can go around and watch so many great recipes from around the world. And of course, if you wanna know who's making my recipe, you're just gonna have to go below and watch them all. So I was given the recipe from Haley and Tommy over at Magically Mickey and More, and they have the country Poland. So I am going to be making Polish pierogies. I'm actually really excited because I love pierogies, and I've cooked them before, the frozen kind, but I've never made them homemade. So this is going to be an experience. So they gave me the full recipe from a site called 15 Spatulas. So I will link that recipe down below, but I'm going to try to show you step by step how you make this. So we're going to start out making the mashed potatoes. We need 1 pound of russet potato, 2 tablespoons of whole buttermilk, 1 tablespoon of heavy cream, and 2 tablespoons of melted butter. And we also need 2 scallions chopped, 2 cloves of garlic minced, and salt and pepper. So first, to do the mashed potatoes, we're gonna take a fork and prick the potato all over. Then we're gonna take the bowl of potatoes and microwave them for about 8 minutes. While that's microwaving, we're gonna chop our scallions and our garlic. And instead of 2 cloves of garlic, I did 3 because I like a little extra garlic in my meals. Now these have been microwaved. I actually did it for 9 minutes instead of 8 because they needed a little more time. I'm gonna peel them off, put them in this bowl, and add in the other ingredients. All right, here are my potatoes all peeled up. They were certainly a little hot, so be careful if you're trying this at home. And now we're gonna use a potato masher and get them nice and mashed up. Now we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of whole buttermilk. And I do have to say, we don't have whole buttermilk at our store, so I use the low-fat buttermilk. Then we need 1 tablespoon of heavy whipping cream. Then we have 2 tablespoons of melted butter, which I just melted in the microwave. Our chopped scallions and our garlic. And finally, I'm gonna just add a little salt and pepper and mash it up and mix it together. And these are the potatoes. So we'll set these aside and get the dough all together. Next up, we're gonna make the pierogies. So we need 3 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 3 eggs, 1 cup of sour cream, 5 tablespoons of butter, and we also need 1 yellow onion. So first up, we're gonna whisk together the flour, the baking powder, and the salt. Next, we're gonna take the eggs and whisk them up. Then we're gonna add the eggs and the sour cream. And we're gonna whisk it together until it makes the dough. Next, we're gonna lightly flour the surface so we can knead the dough. Now we're gonna roll the dough out. Now I need to cut the rolled dough into circles, and I don't have a cookie cutter, so I'm gonna use this measuring cup. We'll see if it works. Now I got my mashed potatoes back, and I have all of my little biscuit discs cut. I don't know, they're maybe about 2 inches wide. I'm gonna fill them with the mashed potato filling. So it says to use a spoonful of mashed potato, maybe a little less because this is a pretty big spoon. And I'm gonna fold in half and pinch the edges together. I just want to make sure the filling stays inside. All right, and there's my little pierogi. Let's do this. Now I'm gonna thinly slice up this yellow onion. So I totally missed a step, and I'm supposed to crimp the edges with a fork. So I'm gonna do that while I start to cook them. That looks much better. Now my water's boiling, so I'm gonna boil the pierogies for 3 minutes. And I'm gonna do these in batches. And here is what the pierogies look like when they are done. And now we are going to take some butter, 1 tablespoon at a time, and heat up just a handful of these onions and the cooked pierogies. Alright, so I have just been cooking these pierogies for way too long. The recipe said it would take, I think, 30 minutes or something like that. It took like 2 hours. But these are the pierogies, and now Phil and I are gonna try them. Of course, Phil comes in for the food tasting part.
You invited me.
So I got the sour cream because Phil loves sour cream. So this was the first batch I made. They're now cold, so the process of cooking them kind of takes a while. So if you make this recipe, just keep that in mind. You have to maybe have like 2 pans working or enough stove space. I thought this recipe was great for learning and perfecting the basic pierogi. Phil really enjoyed the final product, especially with the sour cream. I thought the dough was perfect, a great balance of nice and soft and crispy in other areas. For me, the center was a little bland, so if I had to make this recipe again, I'd probably add some nice sharp cheeses and some onion salt or other spices. So in the end, this recipe made about 36 pierogies. There's a ton left. So I'm actually bringing them over to my mom and dad's house for dinner tonight. And we're gonna have some pierogies and other fun stuff. Thank you so much, Magically Mickey and More, for sharing this recipe with us. And everyone watching this, don't forget to look below in the description at all the other channels participating in this recipe Friendsgiving. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and comment below. Tell me if you are going to try this recipe. And as always, guys, we would love for you to join the Mouse and Mermaid family. So give this video a subscribe. We hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that you have a great rest of your day and a happy Thanksgiving next week. Peace, love, and kwaherini.